So if you've been out of loop on the patch notes / balance changes recently, then this might be a pretty big one that you missed. Benjamin, over here, has gotten a change. Here are all the changes on the screen right now. As you can see, it's basically purely to its cash generation, and on paper, or at first glance, it looks like a pretty nutty buff. As you can see, Benjamin at max level is now making a whopping $5,000 per round, basically quadrupling the amount that he costs at base. But there are obviously a couple of strings attached, so we'll get into that in a second. But today I'm gonna do a game mode that I almost never do, impossible mode, because that's the really only true way to showcase Benjamin, since you can't really make money in chimps. Well, there are bosses too, but the thing is, this Benjamin change is actually a nerf to bossing, because as you saw earlier, Benjamin actually gains less money per round now at base level. They basically shifted a lot of his money making to his later level, so that allows you to snowball less if you were going for a very greedy tryhard strategy. Anyway, I want to try a really hard map on Impossible mode, just to showcase how good Ben is if you're not, like, going for, well, a tryhard boss strategy, where you're focusing on squeezing the most amount of money in your farms through all facets of the game. So translation, we're beating Impossible mode on quad with Benjamin as our only income. This is where he's purely a buff, because with his change, we're not able to use the extra money from pre-nerf Ben to snowball our farming game, since I said that's the only farm allowed. Also, did anyone notice this change on quad? Look at where the road spikes are on the map. If I remember how quad worked in the past, it never spawned road spikes ever, unless you removed these obstacles, but I think it changed so that the road spikes actually spawn in front of the obstacle, which is a good change. It definitely makes our life a bit easier, because even with Impossible, you still left at 1 life, even though you have Mana Shield and Monkey Knowledge. Ninja Q, you want to stay true to the 1 life only. Anyway, I think this start is best for Impossible. Boomerangs. Because boomerangs with Monkey Knowledge can shoot, well, they shoot the same amount of ranks, but they loop around twice if they don't use up their Pierce, which makes it so much stronger. Because with the way quad is, you see how space balloons are, it's never hitting its Pierce cap, so you're almost always getting extra bang for your buck. So we'll see if we can drop Ben this round and let the snowballing commence. Nope, I saw that blue balloon, green balloon leak on round 12. How about now, maybe? I put the boomerangs, or I swapped the placements around for the Dart Monkey and the boomerang, and that worked. Very cool. Now, I still gotta survive this round because Benjamin is doing absolutely nothing. Don't want to use his ability either, because I don't want to worry about the downtime. Let's see if we can just get some extra income so I can drop another boomerang. I think that's probably the way to go. Just spam base boomerangs until I can maybe get a decent early game tear down, like that coveted airburst. That would be the one to go for. Even though I said I didn't want to use it because of the downtime, I might have to use the extra damage ability right when the pinks come in. Also, strong targeting, yep. This is the annoying thing about quad, you really have to pay attention, or else you can't tell what's leaking. Alright, one more time here, watching very carefully. Ability early. And just hope we beat everything when the downtime kicks in. Nope. New strategy. This probably doesn't work, but let's try 3 subs in the middle instead. And ability now. And I think it actually worked. Hang on. Perfectly timed. Just 2 reds left, but we can snipe that. I guess the seeking was much needed there. Frankly, probably would be a lot easier to get through that round if I didn't drop Ben so early, but this is for the long game. The earlier we get Ben, the better the break points we can get those money boosts. Basically, the rundown is before level 8, Benjamin is nerfed. But after level 11 and beyond, it becomes a pretty big buff. So as it stands, we're currently losing $30 per round, which, since we've dropped Ben for, what, 6 rounds, is almost a whole Dart Monkey's worth of rounds. Let me just, finish all 4 quadrants of the subs. Probably not necessary, but I just want to feel a little more safe, that's all. This round's pretty scary, lots of pinks. Don't hesitate to use Ben ability, but ideally no. And I think now I want to see if I can save for Herberst, but $1,200, man, that's gonna sting. Like, not even Benjamin can offset the extra prices we have to pay on Impossible mode right now, but it sure helps, because I think we can actually afford him or the Herberst after this round. That's good to know, at least. Per for round 22, because that's a pretty notoriously tough round. I don't have intel yet, though, so be careful. I had to use the double damage. And even that might not be enough. Let's see. Okay, good. It was barely enough. And how about for 23 here? Okay, we're in the clear. I hate that I have to spend $300 for cam protection instead of, you know, allowing us to leak that balloon. But it is what it is. Once you get intel, I think we are clear for the early game. I'm not sure what main defense I want to do come late game, but we should have lots of money to work with now that Ben's starting to ramp up. Pretty much paying back what we dropped him down for. Alright, and then for light balloons, I'm not sure if 110 is fast enough to get all of them, although I think it should be. Yeah, okay, I'm not too worried here. I just want to get a second air burst on both sides, because having one is still really, really sketchy. Now, if you ask me for a mid to late game, I think it'd be fun to try something that you normally can't get in, or can't see before in a chips game. So, for example, maybe a Flying Fortress would be fun. Again, Benjamin money goes hard late game, and in fact, because we have the expert map leveling, you should get level 20 by, like, round 90, which is pretty insane. Also, for this round, I think I just have to spend even more money on camos. I want to say this is enough because intel exists, so... right, plus with them seeking, you can see they go everywhere around the map. So just one is good, even though we're missing D camo on the top right side of the map. Starter gets the yellows too, so that's completely fine. But yeah, never miss wouldn't be a bad option either for the mid game. It will just cost a pretty penny to get up though. Probably should outbuff one of these subs first, honestly. If I remember anything about BT6 rounds, it's that round 36 is hell on earth. I can only barely afford a 300 out with $3,000. Kind of crazy. This still may not be enough though, so let's slow down. Oh right, and camos too. Come on, intel. Get him. Ban ability needed or nay? Nope. I feel like a lot of true extra maps, quad included, get a lot of difficulty out of them, just for the sheer fact that it's hard to tell when balloons are exiting, when they're all overlapping each other. Definitely one of my least favorite things about extra maps. Also, this round, I think I'm... wait, let's watch carefully. Make sure the Alchemist is popping all the lights there. And let's see if Intel can get all the whites here as well. Come on. I see a white over there, but we got that. Never miss very soon. Although careful, because there's more lights coming out right now. Okay, there's two more. Got them all nice. And there it is. Never miss targeting has been afforded, and that should help beat around 40. Alright, not to mention Trojan exists, so all we have to do is pop the mobile layer, and we win. Because Trojan is just that good. It just comes at the cost of losing us even more money. So as if that extra lost money wasn't already enough. Also, he just hit level 8 right now, which means if I want to do quick math, we got him around 13, so 26 rounds times 30. Benjamin has cost us $780 throughout the early game, which, if you think about it, is not a whole lot if we're not snowballing or using that money for anything. Again, I think it's the kind of change that anybody who isn't super optimizing their gameplay, or rather, I don't know, more casual players, it's an overall buff. This change only really matters if you're grinding for a top time on a boss leaderboard or something like that. And if you're not doing that, then all the power to ya. It looks like we have just enough for a radar scanner this round. I just don't want to worry about cameras anymore, that's all. Once you get tier 4 Alk, then we should be chilling even more. Still might need to use an ability this round. Although, let's see. No, never miss Alk, man. Goes so hard. And I think to save up for Spectre, I'll probably just upgrade this to AP Dart since I already have the Alk buff buffing it anyway. And it is $28,000, but since Ben is giving... we need the level 11 very soon. That's when the cash generation quadruples from 250 to 1,000, but for now, we still just have to rely on the raw balloon pops here to get us through. Part of me feels like I should just get one more tower, though, because we're still, like, at least 5, 6, 7 more rounds away. And it's definitely not guaranteed that we survive all this, even with the strong darts flying everywhere. Might be better just to save myself the hassle, or at least the thought, the heart attack of knowing that something could possibly get through, like, even this wave here. No, I still think I'll stick it out, though. Plus, worst case, we can just use Siphon Funding just to downgrade the balloons there. So there were 2 mobs to start there, but we just got rid of one of them completely into Ceramic. And okay, I'm actually not going to get Spectre by round 60. So what I have to do is I have to Siphon Funding the BFB, turn that into a mob. Also, Camelets. Okay, I guess this Boomerang is still in range, so let me just target Strong. It'll help. and we don't have to rely on luck, aka the RNG of where the Alk shoots. We got lucky that time, though. Also, I gotta use it prematurely, because I don't think if I use it when the round starts, I get it off, so watch this. Should be a mob coming out. Nice, nice. Perfectly timed. And we're now making $1,000 per round. Very cool. And we should see the snowballing commence very, very soon. Right as we get Spectre. Awesome. I think with Spectre now, we don't have to worry until at least around 81. Although, I don't know. I feel like I should get one more tower to be safe, because even though Spectre is good, it still takes a little bit of time to break down fortified mobs. And there's still that small chance. That small chance that we end up turning the wrong thing and it leaks. But we do have, again, the Spectre got changed, so it keeps the never miss darts, for those who were out of the loop. I feel like I shouldn't be too concerned. But you see this round here. They did get at least halfway. It wasn't really that close, but still. Just kind of scared for that to happen in the first place. So I think what a lot of people like to do on quad is, for late game, just to be super safe, they drop a bunch of spike balls. Or rather, they do two parts of it. So for example, one spike ball is over there, and then I can't believe they do discount the entire game, by the way. Another one over here, and then outbuff both of them so that there's like some sort of backup. And technically this covers all 4 lanes too, because the balloons coming up from the vertical, they still have to get through the spike balls. Obviously they have a lot less time though, so I think what I should do as well, I know it's a lot of money that could be used to save for the big plane, but removing this probably helps. Allows us to pop the balloons earlier, gives us a lot more worker room, and this, just in general, makes me feel a lot more safe. Knowing I can fast forward without really worrying too much. Until my spike balls get through, then I actually know I'm in danger. But let's see. Hey, level 15. Income increased to $2,500 per round. And you know what? Now that I think about it, it's actually worth spending the 767. Because we would gain $1,500 if we buy this now, compared to before. Unless, actually, hang on. Does it give you the end around cash calculated before you level up, or after you level up? I'm pretty sure it's before you level up, but I guess I want to confirm here. Just in case it happened to work that way, although I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I'll just take the $700 hits if that does end up being the case. Let's see. I'm expecting $1,000 after this. Oh, actually, no. I guess I never paid attention to Ben's income the entire time, but it actually applies the money after you level up. Interesting. So good thing I didn't spend that money for science reasons. Therefore, it is never worth it to buy a Benjamin level, even if it looked like you'd save money by doing so. 2.5k per round, though, is nice. However, we're still $50,000 short of Big Plane, so I don't know if I trust this defense to survive the early 80s, but again, that's what backing out is for, and experimenting, so let's see how 81 is at least. I'm not using Siphon Funding because I want to use it for the 45 BFBs on 82, and I don't know if I get the cooldown up. Let me just see, again, just watch the spike ball pile. If it gets through, back out of the round. If not, keep on chugging along, and it looks like I can keep on chugging along. The Spectre can actually hold its ground. So, Siphon Funding now to turn all those FBFBs into F-mobs, and this round should be a cakewalk. Now level 17. This is the juicy one, guys. We don't have to wait till level 20 to get it, but that 5 cure per round is going to be so nice to have. Lots of BFBs this round, so definitely Siphon. Oh, I ran out of spikes on the bottom left, but I think I barely held, so I'm okay. Anity's in there for a second, though. Could you imagine if I didn't use the Siphon? Then I'd definitely be dead this round. Without a doubt. Now, the bad news is we're beating the round too quickly, so I don't have it up for 85. Which is two ZMGs. But they are slow, so it allows me to build up a lot of spikes. Let's see if it's enough to hold. Yep, definitely. And I'm actually like 3 rounds away now. This ain't too shabby at all. Yep, another 5k this round to get me to 86. Siphon this round so that the ZMGs turn to BFEs. And just like that, with pure Benjamin income, him making $66,000 by round 88, we can afford the Flying Fortress, and we are chilling for the rest of the game. That is a luxury you love to see. Only thing to do now is to max buff the hell out of it, so overclock for sure. Now what else do we get? I feel like with this insane money gain, we should just keep going for the expensive as hell towers, so might even take it beyond around 100 here, just judging by how well Big Plane's doing. I'm thinking maybe even Ledge of the Night And personally, I want a nice central Legend Knight spot, so let me just do the following real quick. Arctic Winds get a nice central spot. I know it doesn't reach some of the time, but that's okay. It has enough range to reach Moabs, and that's what matters most. Let's just be careful for an idea here. I didn't use Siphon, maybe for flexing reasons, but that's kind of dangerous. Because as I said, even though it does a lot of damage, it still has so many different lanes to cover. So our Spike Balls almost died there when my Overclock wasn't up. Scary. And for FDTs here, hang on. Spike Balls is dead on the right side. And, okay, I didn't die, but Jesus. Scary stuff. And what's our insta that we get? Ooh, nice. A well-deserved temple for our efforts. And overall through the 100 rounds, as you see, 134k generated just from Benjamin, whereas previously, considering his level 17 only made $800 max. Well, I obviously don't have the exact math here, but Benjamin alone has definitely profited at least $100,000. Jeez, I don't think we can actually save up for a Legend Knight. $240,000 considering how much Big Plane is struggling, surprisingly. I think we're probably dead here. If we die, we die. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, we're definitely gonna die this round, aren't we? I'm just waiting for the death screen. There it is. Round 108. Oh, sorry, 109. But still, held up a pretty good amount for the map. And that's it. Let me know your thoughts on the newly reworked Benjamin, and click here for more videos. See you all next time.